Is dressing well actually worth your time? Or is it simply an overrated social construct that has been forcefully spoon-fed to you from a young age, so you buy into commercialism and it's been fabricated in the end to dictate your behavior and how you conduct yourself in your own life? Let's discuss it. Hello traveler, it is your image consultant and shield brother Veselka from Urban Hazard Image Consulting, where we show you how to make a full style transformation in 3 steps. Step 1, learn to fill out your patchy beard. Step 2, learn to grow out and style that ascended beard. And then step 3, learn to complement that beard with bold, intentional styles to reach that Urban Hazard style transformation. Please invest in your style, subscribe, press that bell. Let's get into the topic. So from a young age, we are told that we must present well if an occasion arises where that might be necessary and or appropriate for that given setting. But we're never told why. Why must we present ourselves well? And of course, there is a range of ideology. I'll tell you where I lay within that ideology. One extreme, of course, being the traditional, there's an entrenched idea of what it means to look good. You're at a wedding, you wear a tuxedo. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's just what you do. And then the other extreme of the spectrum abolishes this entirely. They purge the idea completely out of their mind that they must conform to this social standard that's been put in place by commercial enterprises. And might I say that both extremes have some really good points, and if you followed either one of them rigorously, you would probably reach something that is very close to comfort of mind. On this side, yeah, there absolutely is a lot of commercialism and subjective styles and accessories that are being plugged to you in a very commercial manner with a kind of overtone of manipulation. That is definitely a very, very strong reality. And on this side, there's definitely a lot of very objective styles and fits and, color codings, in terms of color theory that just resonate with the human eye, and we go, that looks good. That's based in science. So, which one is right and which one is wrong? Psst, fun fact, it's neither. So obviously when it comes down to formality, I think everyone should probably have a couple of really, really well-tailored suits and, the accessories to go along with it that kind of abide by all the rules of style. However, when it comes down to what you wear semi-formally and what you wear around the town, the guidelines get a little more muddy. And this is when I like to implement the Urban Hazard style rule of power, which is a middleman between the two extremes. So in other words, you're not conforming and you're not abolishing either. What you're doing is you're picking bold, intentional, and powerful styles that make you feel powerful, while at the same time conforming to things like color theory, which objectively catch the eye and make you look good when you dress. So I think this is going to be helpful to you. When I leave the house, I look at what I'm wearing, and I don't look at it through the lens of society. Rather, I look at it through the lens of a possible experience, something that could very well happen. And that's a very specific experience, and I urge you to kind of do the same if it works for you. And that is, I walk out into this pretty small city I live in, Ottawa, and I run into an old friend. And it's unfortunate, guys, but we as humans like to portray ourselves as people that are consistently making progress and consistently improving ourselves and consistently, kind of embodying the success that we're moving towards. So if you haven't seen someone in, let's say, 5 years, and all of a sudden you show up, they show up out of nowhere and they call out your name, and you look at your clothing and you go, oh boy, is that the impression that I want to make after all of this time? And it sounds insecure, guys, but I think it's a really, really just strong idea. I never leave the house, unless I'm going to work, of course. I dress like a bum at work, but if I'm leaving the house just to, do whatever, I'm just walking around town, I'm going shopping or whatever, I at least, think to myself, am I abiding by the rules of style? Am I abiding by color theory? But if you are wearing something, and in that moment, you think about what you're wearing, right? Something visceral, goes off in your mind or in your body when, you're clearly just not wearing something you're proud of, then that outfit that you are wearing is not you. You have to find things that are you. It doesn't have to be super formal. It doesn't have to be some really, really complex outfits. But if you abide by the rules of style, you abide by color theory, and you're wearing something that when you put it on, you just feel great. The fit is good around the biceps. There's no flagging on at the back of the shirt. If you're wearing shorts, there's no flagging and bagging at the knee. If you're abiding by all those rules of style, then that won't be a distraction to you. If your clothing is a distraction to you and it's holding you back in confrontations like this, or not confrontations, but reconnections like this, or any other social connection that you're having, then there is probably a problem. And I highly suggest that you get to that point where you have a full wardrobe of just really, really bold, intentional styles that all fit well, and you have even a thing up in your wall. If you're not super good with color theory, I'm gonna make a video on color theory eventually, but you can paste a thing up on your wall, and you write down all the possible combinations you could use on different days. And I think that's a really cool thing. And the best thing to do is you just look on Instagram, look on Google Images of just really, really cool styles, and you go and you mimic those styles. You don't really have to learn color theory. You don't have to learn. You have to learn proper fit, stuff like that, and that's always good to bring someone along when you shop, but you don't have to learn too much. You just have to really mimic what other people are doing. And that's why I make videos on bold, intentional outfits that you guys could easily just go out and buy. I leave all the links so you guys can see exactly where you could buy them. And if those videos resonate with you, and they have with a lot of people already, I've gotten messages, people just saying those videos don't even have a lot of views, and people are saying that's a cool style, and I bought it right away. Awesome. That is really, really cool, guys. That's, you see bold, intentional outfits, and you just want to make it part of your wardrobe, and you go, you know what? I want to embody my proclivity for success and progress. So then there is no possibility of me ever feeling shame about what I am wearing, or there's no reason for me to ever apologize for how I look. If you can get yourself there, then, I think that is amazing, because you're not conforming and you're not abolishing. That is just a nice middle ground where your style is no longer a distraction to you. You don't even have to think about it, because it is just in order. It is not a factor that can affect the way people perceive you. So hopefully this helped you in some way or another. Please comment, let me know what you think. And Kaz, founder of the Urban Azar and the Facebook community Beards, Barbells, and Banner, out!